One of the church members here in Kanduit mentioned that her brother and sister, either her brother or her sister, I don't know which one, but I think it's her brother, has a demon, and so she asked if we would come and pray for her. So that's what we're gonna do right now.
Only goes to visit every once in a while, like the 2 houses there. The doors are never locked. I don't even know if he has keys to them anymore. I buy olive oil.
My name is Amy Fowl, and I'm a full-time missionary in Cambodia. I moved here around 12 years ago, 12 or 13 years ago. I'm based out of Previhir province.
So yeah, so in the beginning of this year, we went to this village called Umcha. We met this lady. Her name is Yay Tall.
She said you're lucky you have one kid who looks out for you and will care for you and will leave whatever she's doing to make sure you get the care. I have 12 kids. She's 12, six are living. But then she has grandkids that are older that have their own kids. So she's got like grandchildren, great grandchildren.
We care for her more than her own kids. So one of her kids is a witch doctor. Wants to some sort of like doing some spitting to heal her ear, but she said no. Yeah, so she's the only believer in this village right now. Yeah. So yeah, we're praying that, you know, we'll have a next vision this July.
The end of July.
Hoping that, you know, people will be changed and hoping that her kids will come to know God and learn to love her more. Her skin, what happened is that when she's still married, her husband, they had a fight. She was frying some banana, so he threw a log of wood in the pan with the boiling oil, so it splashed on her face, on her body. She said her body's just been hot since then. When she went to the doctor and stuff, and they treated her, but her body's just hot. All the time, every night. And the first time I met her, I told her about God, that God has the power, can heal you if you believe in Him. It's just she wants to believe, she wants to know God. So I said, okay, next week when I come back again, we will do Bible study. And then the next week we came, she got rid of all her idols and stuff. I didn't even talk much about it, and she just did it on her own. And then, so we pray over her, and since then, she said her body's not hot anymore. Everything's cooled down, she slept better, and her skin, you know, start to come back. Yeah, so that's why people are like, what did you take? I want to take that, so can my skin can be better. And she said, I didn't take anything. I believe in God. What you got? Jesus.
So 6 years.
Yeah, it's been 6 years that she has her skin white like that.
កាត់ប្រសាសន៍លោកគ្រូប្អូនទេមកពីថ្ងៃនោះថាបងឲ្យឡើងមកសឹងត្រែងមកខ្ញុំមានគ្រូជំនាញម្នាក់
Her sister called her friend and said, "Come, because I know a witch doctor can heal you, and all you have to do is just pay $500, and you will be completely healed." She said, "I don't want any other gods or any other healer. I can have God. If you come and tell me about any other healer, I'm not interested in it because I already have Jesus. He's healing me." So yeah. Every time we meet her, there's always testimony. Yeah, like that thing.
Oh yeah, this was just. Remember we said like she
Awesome.
has a testimony every week, like for real. It's every. I mean, and it's not like a small. Like it's just amazing. You're like, yeah, do you have anything to thank God for? Yeah, I thank God every day. But you know what happened the other day? So yeah, so she had this cyst, and it was
Many years.
like many years, and she had gone to a doctor in the capital before, in the capital of our province, and they told her that they would have to surgically remove it, and she didn't want to. I mean, she's older, and also she's like, if I have it, you know, sleep in the hospital, like who's going to give her food? Her kids don't care for her at all, like they don't take care of her or anything, and she was like, nobody's going to take care of me, so she didn't do it. And so I told her one day, and I was like, well, it had started giving her problems again, and like she couldn't like walk like very far at all. Like one day she was in pain, and I was like, well, okay, I mean, if you had surgery it'd be good, but you know what, we're just gonna pray because God can heal that too. We believe that he can heal it, so we prayed for her. And then that night she said she went to bed and she put like soap on or something, and she laid there, and then all of a sudden like all this blue fluid like came out, like, and then it just gone, completely healed.
It's so cool. She doesn't need to go to the doctor.
Yep, doesn't need to go to the doctor anymore. She's just always like in the word and stuff, but she really lives it out, and she completely put her faith in God.
Wow.
I think sometimes even as missionaries we lack the faith. I want to have faith like ye tall.
If you want to, I could get like an ABA. We could do the whole ABA thing. This is the village that they're in right now, currently. This is the village that we were supposed to be ministering in today. And if I remember correctly, I think they're at that house right there. Hey, my name is Matt Belden. I'm currently working in the province of Overland Missions. Been here in Cambodia for 4 years. Currently in this province for just under a year.
My name is Kim Belden. I have been in Cambodia for about 1.5 years working with Mr. Charles Chow. My name is Bryson. He's been here for 9 months. Born in Cambodia.
Actually, we have expeditions coming back into Cambodia, praise the Lord, after 4 years from COVID. And we have found the expedition is coming in the next day or two.
They're coming in today.
Or they're coming in today.
Yeah.
And the wire transfer for the funds for this team is, here. And so we need to get them the money that they need in order to make the team thrive. So instead of doing ministry out in the village today, we're making a drive to the main city, withdrawing funds and giving it to the expedition team. A fun day of events, planning and then changing, planning and then changing. Such as Cambodia. Flexibility is key. I planned to go out to the village to do ministry as my normal day-to-day, ministry. But because there was something that needed to happen, we put that on hold. We let the co-ministers go out and do ministry by themselves and continue on. Currently, the sector of Overland Missions has 7 co-ministers. The goal for co-ministers is to train them up to be disciples and, continue that, making disciples of the Cambodian nation. The goal is to raise up local leaders so that way it's a self-sustaining church. By the power of the gospel, they have the same power, the same authority, the same opportunity as we do.
We are stopping as we're waiting for someone to show up with a debit card that we need. So we met halfway. Cambodia has the best coffee. Mom Superior Coffee is where it's at.
Vietnam has good coffee too.
Not a recruitment video, but still. Cambodia is a really unique position in the sense of it's one of the only open countries here in Southeast Asia.
The vision of Overland for Cambodia is to make it to where we work ourselves out of a job. We want to be able to make it to where this is a place that receives the power of the gospel to the point where they can minister unto their own people.
My name is Charles Chow, and I've been with Overland for about 7 years. So I've been in Cambodia doing mission for about 7 years. Right now we're just going to the market and pick up some fruit for the meeting. So we're gonna have a Bible study, a revival meeting in a village called Prasat Ramdo village. We have been going to this village for about 4 years now, and there's a lot of believer there that has grown a lot of miracles happened. So I'm really excited about today. We're waiting for people to come and go to the village together. Yeah, so far, I'm able to go to most of the village. It's just a longer road, so it just takes a little bit longer. So typically, some of the village, now I drive like an hour to the village, but when in the rainy season, it takes me about an hour and a half, so it's an extra half an hour to the village. But yeah, but it's still possible. The grandkid is sleeping, so she may come a little later. So usually whenever we come, we start the meetings. So sometimes we come here a little early or a little later. So we just have to go and call people together to get together. I think today there's not a lot of people coming because this is seasons of going to the fields. So we have fewer people, but it helps a lot because we have a smaller group, so we can have more discussions within each other. So I think today is really great. So in the village, there's a lot of people. there are a lot of people having problem in the family. Our lesson today was the perfect lessons. We want them to be working as a team in the family. So we have a lot of good discussion to just teach the word of the Lord, and it really touches their heart to be patient with their husband and to encourage them, praying for them. So it was really good meeting today.
My name is Marlon Petersheim. I am a missionary here in Cambodia. I'm serving as director of Cambodia as well. I moved to the country in 2015 and have now been here 8 years.
Hi, my name is Sambat. I am married to him, and I'm Cambodian.
We're walking down our dirt road just from our house up the street there. This is Tira.
Yes, original Cambodian. It's Max.
Tira runs in our Khmer expedition department, and we have expedition leaders in the country here, and they're getting ready for some teams to come in from the U.S. But this week they had some downtime, so they came out and did their own expedition, and they had 2 people.
Yeah, 2 people that they gave the life to Jesus.
Just last week, so we're coming down to do a little follow-up with them.
Yep.
Follow-up is really key here. We found there's a truth. If you sow a seed and then you don't tend to it, it doesn't always do so well. So we're coming out to tend to the seeds that the Lord has given us.
Yes, let's go.
So we just stopped in. The guy said, for me, it's my first time meeting him. This was follow-up for Tira.
Yes.
And it was good. He's been having some issues with some acid problems in his legs, so he's been having some, so we got to pray for him and encourage him.
Yeah, so behind us is another, I don't know if she home or not, but yeah, she is also give her life to Jesus and we come and follow her. Like before we left, she said that before that day that she met us, like 6 days before that, she wanna end her life. Yeah, she believed in, she gave her life to Jesus and she has hope and everything, like, it's amazing.
Right now we're actually sitting in the area that we are looking to purchase land for a base. We are here in the Sreyang commune in the Kulane district of the Privihir province of Cambodia. And we are standing on land that we are about ready to purchase for an international base here in Cambodia. Super excited about this land. I gotta say just a little story. When I first came to country in Cambodia in 2013 on a short 2-week trip, it was one of the first times Overland entered. We were in Siem Reap the whole time. The last day, the pastors threw a curveball like, hey, we want to take you out to this country village church to do some ministry. Some cool testimonies came there. It's in this area right here now. Now, 10 years later, in 2023, we're about ready to purchase land for our international establishment base for what we're doing here. You can see it's just beautiful land. We're on top of the hill here. We're looking over the countryside. And this land is essentially just going to become a place to boost the ministry. We are going to do training up of Cambodians to send them out across Asia to do ministry. We are going to increase the healing of the land through farming God's way and sustainability through what's going to come here. We're going to start international missionary training for people from the West that want to be missionaries and don't know what to do. We're going to train you up here, and we're just so excited about what the Lord's doing and the way that He works and the way that He's blessing it.
I think Nate had a question.
Our vision for Cambodia, really starts for me, some of it in the beginning. In 2015, when I moved here, I was asking the Lord, Lord, what are you doing as a country? And the Lord really put one word. He said, hope over this nation. And I pushed Him for what that word meant. And what came out of that was,
I believe in my spirit that Cambodian will stand out. More Cambodian will stand up and raise their hand and say, yes, I want to go out to the other nation and I want to reach them and I want to get them for King Jesus. That's my desire.
historically here, what happened with the genocide, Cambodia became a forgotten area even within Asia. And so in some ways looked down upon by the other Asian nations around it. And I just felt the Lord speak like, I will use the foolish to shame the wise. It's the way he works in the kingdom. And in that, I just really heard the Lord said, I'm going to send lots of missionaries out of this nation to be keys in Southeast Asia.
Live a life of surrender. Live a life of obedience. Because we get one chance. We get one chance. We're only on this earth for a short period of time, light of eternity. So glorify him. Worship him with everything you have. Every second counts.